Oh my, look at that. What is that? It's a monster! Run for your lives! Sorry folks, I didn't realize the camera was facing my beard like that. This video is for a old friend of mine from San Antonio. I'm not sure if I made a video for you before or not. Jen, I have to tell you that when you introduced me to Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, that book has had a profound impact on my life. I recommend it to everybody. My beautiful wife over here, since I figure I would update you on my life, since, you know, why don't we do that first? I can only guess. I can't read minds. Ooh, I see what you're thinking. I don't know, I was too needy, I was too touchy-feely, I don't know. But, you know, I used to go to hospital 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a year. I haven't been once since being with my wife and being up here. Excuse me. I'm married, like I said, to this beautiful woman.
He hasn't been for anything mental health related. A couple of other things, but hey.
Yeah. You know, when you get older.
We gotta keep the hospital in business.
Yeah. Oh, I want to say congrats on graduating, Dr. Furlow. You do have your PhD now, don't you? I know you finished your master's. Do you have your PhD? I believe you do. I believe you said you did. So, no, I don't have a PhD. No, I don't have a master's. But I am a certified medieval barber and surgeon. Actually, I'm certifiably insane. My gosh. Well, I told you about the fire. You know, that was devastating. And my mom getting sick with Alzheimer's. You know, and those two things, well, my finding out about her illness came right after the fire, so it was...
We have experiencing noises, voices...
You know, and I mean, I just...
Objects of blue, like...
What can you do but just keep plugging along?
Shadows. I get very overwhelmed and emotional.
I know this isn't the greatest video. I didn't really think it out too much. Am I too close to you? I'm too close. So, I don't smoke anymore. But I do this. I don't use Copenhagen because it's too expensive. But we bought a can. Yeah, we bought. I mean, Copenhagen's like the price of a pack of cigarettes. You know, it's $6, $7, $8. This right here is like $2 or $3. And it's just as good. I didn't have any, so we went into town, and they didn't have Longhorn at that particular store. We get this at Wally World. So I got a can of Copenhagen, and oh my gosh, when I opened it, the aroma, it was just like the aroma from the first time I had Copenhagen, and the flavor was... When was that? Oh my gosh. I'm not sure you were even born yet. 1977, I think. 77, 78. I was in Edgemead in Mineral Wells, Texas. And we weren't allowed to have dip. Right? We weren't allowed to have dip or chaw or anything like that. You could smoke. I mean, everybody there smoked them, all pretty much. Staff and inmates. And one of the staff saw the dip in the sink and asked me if I was dipping. I'm like, no, man, I'm not doing that, man. But before she pounces, that's Maggie. Whoop, there she goes. That's Lucky. That was my mom's dog. He was my mom's dog. That sexy woman right there is my wife, Carolyn. That's Charlie. Right there.
Fishy. I don't know if you see him, but he's in there.
And I don't know if you can see, too dark in there, I think.
Can you see him?
No, I'm looking at John.
No.
There he goes. That's John and his mama, Maggie, and Socks is somewhere around here.
She's all over the place.
Yeah. Socks is larger than John, but Socks is a female. And
But I think John's gonna eventually catch up.
yeah. And John is named for John Quintanilla, a friend of mine who was on death row in Texas, who was killed. Even though he wasn't guilty, he took the fall for somebody else. And it wasn't just him saying that. I mean, there's actual evidence to that effect. I'm friends with his wife on Facebook. Oh my. I don't know if she would like it up here because it gets cold.
Very cold.
Yeah. And
Where do you live out now?
San Antonio.
Oh God.
Yeah. And mind you, Jen, I lived in Texas for 40 years. No disrespect, but each and every year was like 1,000 years. Texas is not for me, to say the least. There goes John. I've taken up zombies.
Yeah.
And that's Lord of the Rings, and that is the San Patricio flag, or St. Patrick's Brigade, or St. Patrick's Battalion, excuse me, who fought in Mexico. I had 2 family members who were members of the St. Patrick's Brigade, who were hanged by the Americans. But anyway, no, Maggie is the mama. She's starting to become cat-like, so to speak, because she's only about a year old. She's not much older than her babies, and you know, she's like going through the all the stuff that a woman has to go through when they're pregnant, and then taking care of them, raising them, and finally she's because she's at that point where she hasn't started to really push them away yet. She hasn't weaned them yet, but it's like she's at the point where she's starting the weaning, or she's been starting it. I mean, she's already started it, but anyway, she hasn't finished it yet. A Free State Project, you might want to look into that. There's Socks. Well, I was going to grab her and show you, but
she runs really fast.
Yeah. But John is a Tia's boy. Carolyn is Tia to John.
When I go to bed at night and sleep in the chair, he sleeps with me.
The reason she sleeps in the chair, she just has major surgery. She had a mastectomy and
I have drains, 2 drains in my right side.
So until once the drains come out, she can sleep in the bed again. But
well, we'll see.
Yeah. So anyway, we moved up here, and well, I don't need to go into all the details, all the stuff that happened, but stuff happened. That's life. And I need to get Maggie some water. Hey, Maggie May. Maggie May. Hello, Maggie May. Want to come here?
Well, not any branches. Let's give you great rates and service. I'd like that.
Oh, gotcha. Meow. Say hello. Oh. Yeah, I'm not happy. I don't like to be picked up and held. Yeah.
She just pet me and leave me alone.
Yeah. Remember, I had 5 cats.
She just kind of murr.
Yeah. Oh, and how are you doing with the Chantix? Have you stopped or have you started again? I want to take Chantix, but our doctor, whom I have issues with, because she won't give my wife some of her medicine, and
Well,
Gotcha, John.
I think it's because she's not a psychiatrist. She's just a regular doctor.
this is John. John says, no, I have to go. I have to run. How do you like our rifles? The top one is a Mosin Nagant. The middle one is a 12 gauge shotgun, but that's been in my family for generations. Believe me, it's not something that you're going to shoot. That's an AR-15 that we built. We bought the components and built it. And this is a High Point 40.
Every routine, every risk, every moment.
My wife hasn't fired it yet,
Well,
but I have.
we haven't exactly got much floating around here either.
Yeah, we need more ammo, and I mean I can buy ammo relatively cheap online, but
Then getting in here.
yeah, getting it here because we ordered it once and they didn't deliver it. What was
Oh,
it?
I don't know what happened with that one. I don't remember. They screwed up somehow.
Yeah. This is a 40 caliber High Point. High Points are cheap guns, but you
It'll
know,
do the job.
yeah, it'll do the job. Ah, I got your socks. There's the socks. Hey, socks. What you doing? Sock says, I'm a girl, but I don't know what that means yet. I have to go chase my mama and my brother. Oh, somebody was purring.
He's
Meow.
the purring man.
Meow. Oh, you got a real meow now.
Oh,
Yes, you
finally.
do. Yeah, he had the squeakiest squeak before. And
He's finally getting it though, isn't he?
yeah, and now John wants to play with Lucky. Both of the kittens want to play with Lucky, but Lucky's afraid because Maggie, swatted at him one too many times, and protecting the babies. So Lucky's afraid to interact with the kittens. Another thing, John has a fake mouse right now. About twice a week, Maggie picks up one of the toy mice and presents it to Carolyn.
Usually when I'm asleep or something, but
And she just walks over there and puts it down in front of her. It's like, okay. She's saying thank you for.
she's a different cat.
She's saying thank you for being my parent, for taking care of
They
me.
just don't hold me.
Yeah, just don't hold me.
But she will let you pet her head. She likes that.
Oh yeah, she likes to drink water out of the sink.
John tries to drink out of the sink too.
No. And they're rescue cats, by the way. Well, Maggie was a rescue
Mommy
cat.
was
Yeah.
rescue.
And
I feel like they can.
the only thing I miss about Texas is the food. I made cheese enchiladas tonight,
Trying to get some.
and I make that frequently. What, Fox? And by the way, up here we have no general sales tax. There is,
Thankfully.
thankfully, you do not have to have auto insurance. You,
If we did, we'd be in trouble.
yeah, you do not have to wear your seatbelt. And we are exempt from Obamacare.
I'm
Yay!
surprised. I wonder how they got that one through.
Well, probably the people in Concord. And folks up here say Concord, even though it's spelled,
Concord.
yeah, Concord, but Concord is how they pronounce it.
It's like, okay, people, come on.
And people say yeah.
They're together.
Y'all.
Yeah, they don't say y'all. Actually, there was some lady that said that the other day. I said,
Yeah, you could tell she was Southern.
yeah, and yeah, people tend to know where I'm from, or at least that I'm from the southern area of the country,
Oh my.
But I'm watching a movie, and my wife's going to want to go to sleep before too much longer,
No,
and
you're gonna have to get me situated too, so I don't freeze to death tonight.
Yeah, and yeah, like we were saying earlier, it gets cold here.
Yeah, I like to have the fan on for the sound, but I don't like it being outside.
Yeah.
Coming in from the outside because it's so damn cold.
I got stopped for only the second time in my life for speeding the other day. We were in Vermont, which used to be called the New Hampshire Tracks.
It's Vermont,
yeah.
Please, you know.
Now
problem.
you see, it was the New Hampshire Tracks, then it became Vermont. Now, since I've renamed New Hampshire New Carey, as in County Kerry, Ireland, Vermont is now the New Carey Tracks. Even though I'm from Spain, I have to use the Irish, eh? All my cats had Irish names. Except...
I think it was I seen the other day,
Hey, Maggie.
pasture butter?
Oh, in that store from
Yeah,
Irish...
I'm like, what the heck is that?
Well, Maggie's gaining some weight. Yeah, that she's not nursing as much.
Nursing herself to death.
We think she's just lets them nurse for comfort, but we're not sure she
Maybe
actually...
it's a drop or two of milk out of her, but
Yeah, we're not sure she... Is
not that.
Yeah.
Not that much.
But yeah, John and Socks, they will pounce.
They like to play with your ankles.
Come here, Socks. Come here, John.
Especially John.
Hey, John.
He's probably calming down for the night, getting ready for bed.
This is John. Hey, watch this. You want Daddy to eat you? Hey, oh!
He doesn't bother him, he doesn't fight.
He also likes the water, don't you, John?
Mm-hmm.
Meow. Yeah.
And he's interested in the toilet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we need to take Fishy back in the kitchen.
Okay.
So I don't want him getting knocked off of there.
Well, I guess I really didn't tell you much of anything, so...
Hey, at least we chat.
Yeah. So if you have questions or comments or whatever, feel free to... John, that's the earphone.
You don't need to chew that up. They both destroyed it.
Yeah, I've had 2 or 3 of these, and they've, like, bitten through it or something, you know.
Bit 'em or something.
So it's like, oh, and the reason the Mosin has those bands around it is because I'm trying to secure the scope mount.
And having hell doing it.
Yeah, we have a friend over on the coast, but up here they call it the sea coast.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the coast.
It's a coast.
And, yeah, Maggie's thirsty. So,
Hold on, baby.
if she can get to an arc welder, I took 2 years of it in high school, but if she can get to an arc welding machine, then we'll pay her to actually weld that mount onto the rifle, and the scope is up here somewhere. But I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm just... And
She's drinking from the running water
yeah, she likes to do that.
right now.
Hey, gotcha, Fox. Gotcha.
John wants to. He's trying to figure out how to get in there without getting soaked.
And
There's 2 cats after the water.
so, you know, my mom is in, I forget the name of the nursing home, but it's over on the north side, right there on, right off Broadway, near Loop 410. But, yeah, I have to tell you, Man's Search for Meaning has had a profound impact on my life.
Man's Search for Meaning.
You know, how do you say, Dr. Frankel said, I don't remember, I think he was one that said it, but a lot of people say it, you either choose to be happy or choose to be sad, and I chose for so many years to be sad and angry. I now choose to be happy, and it's like, wow, you know, it's amazing. Well, I'm not going into the hospital all the time anymore, am I? And
Get out of there.
Anyway, so we gotta clean this place up because Section 8 inspection and our landlord. Then we have to do a little more outside, but oh well.
Something with that basement. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's gone on 20 minutes. I've just kind of rambled on about nothing. Bye bye.